Hey guys, how's it going? Today we're going to be changing the oil on the red truck here, and we're going to slice open the old oil filter to see if there's any sludge or anything that it's collected, and just try to get a overall condition of the internals of the engine. So first step is we got to warm her up, and I got to go get the trailer, so here we go. Okay, to change the oil here, we're going to need a whole bunch of stuff. Each and every one of these things is available at your local auto parts store if you don't have it. Of course, you need oil, which is there on the left in the jugs. This truck, which is a GM 5.3, requires 6 quarts with a new oil filter. Of course, you're also going to want some shop rags or those blue paper towels. A socket set. You're going to need a new oil filter. They say that Wix is the best. I'm sure there's videos out there proving why. If there isn't, well, maybe we'll do that one day. But okay, I bought a Wix filter. With the oil and the filter, it was the same. I mean, the filter was included with the price of the oil, so I said whatever. Also going to want a catch container, a funnel, and an oil filter wrench. I got this one from a garage sale for $1. These are great because it has the teeth on it to really clamp on it. These are great because you can take these. Most auto parts store will accept used oil for free. So you just take this sucker in and unscrew the cap and pour it into their tank, and away you go. So that's really nice. You're also going to want a nice good set of car ramps if you're not fortunate enough to have a hoist like I am. So let's crawl underneath and get started. Yeah, you see what I mean? That just flies out. Alright, now we're at the top of the engine. Locate your oil fill cap. You can get any oil you choose. If you're not mechanically oriented like I am, stick with what your cap says. You know, usually it says right on the cap what kind of oil you should have, or in your owner's manual. Because I don't believe oil companies. I usually put in 10W30 in a higher mileage vehicle. I'm kind of older school in my thinking, changing the oil every 3,000 miles. I don't care if I'm quote-unquote wasting money. I have gotten into very verbal arguments with people about this. I'd rather change the oil more often than I need to, and not enough, and burn up the engine sooner. So who cares if I'm wasting $30 every, year? Oops. Wow, $30. Sure, it's half a tank of gas for me, but still. $30 as opposed to $6,000 for a new crate engine, or $2,000 for a rebuild. So once we're done here, we're going to go in the cab and get off of the whatchamacallits. I failed to mention, if your car is old enough and you have the extra tool, it's a good idea to grease the front end zerts, the front end joints. If you see any type of zert fittings, it's always good to throw at least one pump of grease into them. Okay, for the next stage, or for the next part of our little escapade here, we're going to be cutting open a old oil filter, see what it looks like inside there. And then, since I was an idiot and bought the wrong of the old filter, I figured, you know what, the other two are cheap enough, I might as well just buy two, and we'll saw those open. I'll saw all three open and see if we can tell a difference. I know it's been done, I've seen it, but I don't know how thorough, but here's my take on it. You know, it's always good to have extra opinions, especially if they're the same, to verify. You know, one of the rules of scientific discovery is to repeat your results again and again and again and again. So, the more people repeat it, the more it must be true, right? And to get the same result, it must be true, eh? So, let's get my little workstation set up here. And away we go. Alright, I needed more power, and I didn't have enough room using the stupid coffee can. So, otherwise I would have been here, it would have been hours. Now, I don't exactly recommend that you do this. This isn't, oil is combustible, but it takes a lot to get it to burn. So, here we have, ooh, yummy, our cap. Ouch. I might need a screwdriver to get this. Ouch, yeah. Okay, I've opted for the more barbaric approach because it was closer. Boy, this is like a pop can. Almost got it, just a couple more. Well, it's like a pop can probably because I melted most of it away, eh? Ooh. Alright, here we are. Interesting. Alright, like I said, it's not bad. So it's either A, doing its job, or the engine is plugging up, which I do doubt right now because I've got good oil pressure, best I've ever had in a truck, considering the last one had no oil pressure at idle. So we have a little bit of crud here, and a little bit, you know, it caught a little bit, but this has only been 3,000 miles, so. Okay, there's one. Okay, our next patient is the Fram. Now, bear in mind that these filters are going to be slightly different. from each other. The micro guard is going to be the same as what came off of the truck, but the Fram here and then the Wix I have are going to be from, well, the Fram I just picked up. It was the cheapest on the shelf I could find. Alright, out of the box. It's a nice looking filter. Nice little box. I like the grip on it. I wish they all had that, even if this is a cheaper quote-unquote cheaper filter. So, let's get to sacrificing. All in the name of science, eh? I would like to point out real quick that I am not sponsored by any of these oil companies. I wish I was, because boy, it'd be nice to have money. But, beside the point, I bought this all with my own money. I'm just as curious as you are to see, if these results are the same. I'm also curious, what these new oil filters look like inside that set them apart from the rest. So, with that, here we go. I obviously cut it open. Ooh, it's smoldering. So here's the inside. Basic paper air filter. I compared it to our STP filter here already. And it appears that the STP is a lot more rigid. Maybe I'm just imagining it, the placebo effect. But one thing I did notice. Okay, here's our Fram. Here's the STP. Whoops, the Fram is flying the coop. The Fram filter has almost looks like a tin can, like a soup can, in here with just these little holes. Okay. Here, it's plastic, but there's cells that the oil can get through. I've also noticed that there's a lot more folds in the paper. Maybe it's just the way it is. I don't know. Okay, recapping. Here we have the STP filter and we have our Fram filter. We're going to move next to the microguard. I think this is $2 more than the Fram. So, premium components for optimum efficiency. Now, judging by the picture here, let's see if we that is in fact how it is put together. Be interesting. Let's see how accurate their pictures are. So here we are. Boom. I've used microguard products before. They're okay. I like their air filters. Their air filters are okay. I have no complaints with them. Piece of junk. So let's get sacrificing again. Ow. I can already tell you that this is slightly thicker than the Fram. The casing anyways. Okay. Whoa, hi. Well, there's no spring in there. Yeah, I'm actually getting better at cutting these things open. There we go. Ah! Spring. Okay. Wow. This is definitely put together differently. So here's the exploded view. Where'd the box go? Let's see how accurate the box is. Well, I forgot to test the Fram, but that's pretty much right on. Well, it's close. You know, there's no spring on the top, but there's one way inside there. Maybe that's just different manufacturer, different vehicle application. You can see there's probably one. You can probably see there's one way inside there. Okay. Well. So, already we see a difference. There's more, the folds are a lot more evenly spaced. The top is made out of metal, so it's already a more durable filter. We've still got these, oh, sorry. Whoops. We've still got this metal interior here with these holes, but to me it looks like the holes are more numerous. Again, that might be the placebo effect. Let's grab our Fram. Now, remember, this is a different filter. This is a different filter than this one for a different car. I don't know. Like I said, I just grabbed it off the shelf, assuming that all these filters would be similar internally. You know, maybe a different length for a bigger engine. We can see, like the Fram, it's made out of metal. However, we can get quiet here. Versus the metal here is slightly thicker. And I'm hitting on the inside, not this, because this is thick. So already, between the Fram and the motorguard, for an extra $2, you're getting an all metal element, or cover. Slightly better construction. The folds of the element are evenly spaced, or well, for the most part. You know, like, look at this. So my thought is, with this one you get a more thorough of a filtration. Okay, interesting. So Fram motorguard STP. Here's our Wix. Now there's also OEM filters, so you have GM, AC Delco, or Ford, which is Motorcraft. And I wasn't going to buy those because, you know, they're kind of expensive. There's also the Wix XP, Wix XP oil filter, which is what I put on my truck. It says on the box it's designed for more synthetic oils. It was a couple bucks more. These filters, I think, are about $10, $8 to $10 bucks, and the XP are 12, 10 to 15, I think, ish. Whatever. This one is also going to be oily because I tried to install this on the truck first. Let's see, there's no picture on the box telling us what it looks like, but well, we'll just see about that. In the name of science, here we go. One more time. I don't know if you heard me, I said I bet you there's a spring in here. Wow, that's heavy. Ouch. It's also very hot. So, right out of the box, we got this gasket, like the STP. It's similar. Okay. Whoops. And that thingy. Bye. Come on, you critter. Oops. Okay. Why you no come out? stuck. Gotcha. Whew. Okay. Alright. Right out of the box, whoa, I'd say we have a microguard, to be honest. It looks just like it. In fact, almost identical. Here's our microguard. Here's our Wix filter. Both have the little spring in there. Interesting. That's actually really interesting. The O-rings are almost identical. I'm wondering if they're not made by the exact same company. Aha! I spy the difference! Okay. Here we have our microguard. Bingo, just like that. As you can see by the microguard, it's got the typical holes that the Fram has. Okay. As does the Wix. However, the holes on the Wix are bigger. And there's a lot more of them. They go... I don't know how well you can see. We'll see this here. Let me do a little... little rewind here. There we go. Need some light. Huh. Well, the holes are bigger than the tip of the pliers right here. And they go from the top all the way down, whereas the holes in the microguard and the Fram and all the others, they have, here's the microguard, they have 1, 2, and then they stop, and then they start again for 3, 4, so there's 4 rows of holes, whereas on the Wix there are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 5. And for the crash test, but other than that, that's the biggest difference to me. I mean, microguard, Fram, or Wix microguard. You know, it's virtually the same. The fins of the element are spaced, you know, fairly evenly. There's numerous of them. Let's see, our internals here are very similar. You know, with here, the spring at the bottom. Okay, so recapping. Here's our Fram, which is El Cheapo. You know, this is cardboard on the top. There's barely any fins, and then the holes are holes. This is what I would do is if you're going to clean out your engine, and change the oil. You're gonna put additives in to clean the engine out, and then you're gonna drain the oil in like say a week or two. And I would that this is fine. Okay. The STP. This is what came off of my truck. I'd say it's a step up from the Fram, but internally it has these cells which allow more oil to circulate. I'm thinking that's the general consensus. There we go. Here we have the motorguard, which is like maybe $2-3 more than the Fram. If you're on a budget, I would at least go with this one for sure. And that'll at least protect you for at least 3,000 miles by allowing enough oil to circulate. And here we have the Wix, which I think will allow the most oil to pass through the filter easily. That's my theory anyways. So you can make your own judgments. And like I said, this is just an unbiased opinion, because to me, I'd rather spend less money for than I have to. However, when it comes to protecting your engine, you really want the best you can get. New vehicles are very expensive to purchase, but they're so cheaply made that why not just pay a little extra insurance and have a decent filter on your motor. With that being said, let me know what you think. Let me know what I could have done differently. This is just to see what these look like. I figured, since I'd gotten this one so slopped up, I can't return it anyway, so might as well buy a couple more and cut into them. So let me know what you guys think. Could I have done differently? What are your opinions? Everybody, seems to feel that this is the best. Whoops. Everybody says to buy Wix, but they really don't say why. So maybe that's a little bit of reinforcement as to why. But I'll never buy one of these again unless I'm just like I said, going to be real quick oil change just to flush out the engine. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching, commenting, and as always, thanks for subscribing, guys. Really appreciate it. It's great to it at least tells me that it's good to know there's that many more people out there that like what I do, that at least hopefully I through my collective ignorance I make you laugh at least once, which is the goal of my videos. There's so much crap going on in the world that you gotta laugh at least once. So with that said, guys, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. A little preview for the upcoming week. I will not be in town. I will be out of town, so you're going to see this video and maybe one more before next week. After that, it's going to be probably 2 weeks before you see another video. I'm heading out of town. Don't worry, I'm taking the camera, and we're starting a very large project that is going to take me that's going to take me probably the winter to accomplish. But every project begins with the first step, and we're going to take that first step on Monday or Tuesday. So with that said, thanks again for watching, guys. Have a good weekend.